Hey, I'm Broken World Entertainment. Hope yous all had a good weekend. And it turns out the Crow remake is replacing the John Wick spin-off Ballerina in the summer, as Lionsgate's doing a bit of a release schedule shake-up. What does this mean? Well, it means Ballerina, which is the spin-off from John Wick, is now getting pushed to next year, which is crazy. But this new Crow is being brought forward. Now, the one thing is, from the videos I've done on this new remake, particularly the last video I did, which was a breakdown of what the actual story is for this movie, which sounded very concerning. Almost every one of you who have commented on that video have all said, this does not sound good, and yous are feeling let down by what we're hearing. And I'm right there with yous. The idea of having the Crow basically show up in the makeup, like that is what the Crow was, the look, the image of Brandon Lee in that makeup, to be told, oh yeah, Bill Skarsgård's not gonna actually don the look of the Crow until the end of the movie. It's like, why would you do that? It's as bad as that Snake Eyes movie, the G.I. Joe Snake Eyes, where he basically doesn't actually become Snake Eyes until the very end of the movie. That movie sucked, by the way, as well. But we'll have a look at the article and see why Ballerina is delayed and why they think it's a good idea to move the Crow forward. So let's have a look at this. So, the eagerly awaited John Wick spin-off Ballerina, starring Ana de Armas, has seen its release date shift from a very busy summer 2024 to June 6th, 2025, with Lionsgate's remake of The Crow flying into the vacant slot to release on June 7th, 2024. Which you would think then, if it's coming out in June, I would assume some stage next month we should get a trailer, or at least a first look trailer, because we've actually seen nothing from this movie, no screenshots, nothing. So it's about time they start stepping up to promote this thing, I suppose. So while delays are nothing new recently and often come from some kind of industry dispute, this time it seems that the delay to Ballerina is being done in order to give the film a bit of an overhaul before it makes its way into the world. Now that sounds like they're reshooting the whole thing, but not what we hear next. So according to Deadline, Chad Stahelski, or whatever the hell his second name is, the directorial force behind the John Wick series, is joining the project to oversee some additional action sequences that will be added to the movie as is currently. So you're hearing there, they're literally just doing new action scenes. Everything else about the movie is, they're not changing at all. They're just adding to the thing. And if you're thinking, well, why would it take that long? Obviously there are going to be some sort of big action sequences, which you would assume will take a lot of training. So, if this means that the spin-off movie can achieve the kind of wild action movie vibes that has seen the John Wick franchise grow and become more popular with every installment, then it is hard to argue with the delay. So, The Crow replaces Ballerina in Lionsgate's schedule. This strategic delay also allows Lionsgate to reshuffle its summer lineup, slotting the reboot of The Crow into the June 7th slot that Ballerina previously occupied. The reimagining of the 94 cult classic features Bill Skarsgård stepping into the shoes of Eric Draven, a character famously portrayed by Brandon Lee, in a tale of love and revenge from beyond the grave. Directed by Rupert Sanders and boasting a cast including FKA Twigs and Danny Houston, the reboot aims to breathe new life into the beloved story and has its work cut out for it. It's interesting that this article's even saying, yeah, good luck with this. That is quite interesting. And it continues by saying the original version of The Crow became part of many cursed movies lists due to the tragic death of Brandon Lee, who was fatally shot while filming the dark thriller. Although the franchise has since gone through a TV series and 3 panned sequels, the new reboot will have to do something special to rise above the legacy of the 94 movie and the mystique that continues to surround it. That it absolutely does have. It's basically one hell of an uphill battle for this movie. And when you heard what the story was, what that plot was going to be, it was just like, ooh, I don't think this is going to work. Especially when you find out Eric and Shelley are junkies this time round. They meet in rehab because they're just junkies down on their luck, and they basically go out and break out of the rehab center and just get wasted again, and this story moves on from there. And that's just a horrible idea, because that means you are basically going to be looking at horrible characters that you're being told to root for, because there's no other way you can do characters like what we're hearing they're meant to be, these junkies who break out and cause mayhem and stuff. That you can't make that likable. I'm sorry, you can't. And to try and tell an audience, oh, you're gonna have to root for this person, it's like, no, you really don't want to do that. And when you think of what the original movie was to what they want to do, it's miles away from what the story originally was. So it's going to be interesting. Come June, I'm not sure what else comes out in June. Like, they're saying it's going to be a big summer. It really won't be, because there's not a hell of a lot coming out this year, thanks to both the writer's strike and the actor's strikes. They screwed everything up. There's next to nothing. We went over a few of the things where last year it was like 12 movies came out in that particular month, and this year there's like 4 coming out the same month. So I don't think it's gonna be this big swamp of mega hits coming out in the summer that The Crow is going to struggle against. The Crow being put in the summer, I think that is a massive mistake. I don't see it working in the summer. It never struck anyone as a summer movie. A lot of people, myself included, look at the original Crow and feel that it's a Halloween type of movie because it's set around Halloween, and it just has that more of the October vibe to it. To put it in summer and the start of summer, that's going to be a massive mistake. But once again, we'll have to wait and see what we get. A trailer should be coming soon. If they've moved it now up to June, I think we're probably getting a trailer next month. We'll wait and see. That's all we can do. So with that, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. There's memberships, there's the store. Have at it if you want. And with that, I'll leave it there for this one. So cheers, and I'll catch you in the next one.